How you been, Ben? I've been good. How have you been? Today we're going to take a look at the Solo Stove Titan. Now I looked at the original Solo Stove about 2 years ago, and I also had the 900 milliliter pot that went with that. They nest perfectly and it works great for a solo cookout or a one-person backpacking trip. The Solo Stove Titan is a little bit larger. It works and nests with their 1800 pot, and it's a perfect compromise between their smallest stove and their larger stove. Just like the original, the Solo Stove Titan comes with a nice stuff sack, and then in the stuff sack, since I have the pot that it nests with, which is a great pot by the way, there's also another stuff sack for the individual stove. So if you buy the individual stove, this is what you're going to get. If you buy the nesting pot, you're going to get the pot plus another stuff sack. So again, very similar to the regular with the 900 pot. This is the 1800 pot. Again, great for when you have multiple people. Kristen's going to join me for lunch today, so it's a great time to set this up and use this size stove. You can see it has graduation marks on the inside, which I really like. It has a very nice lid to it and also a pour spout, so that works great. I love this size pot. Very similar to like a zebra pot. The 14 centimeter, I believe it is, very similar to that size. I also like that this bail handle here not only has a little groove indentation in the top, so it makes it easier to grab with sticks or to hang over the fire, but it also has a three-way clip, so it clips up and it'll clip forward and it'll clip backwards, so it's going to stay like that, which I find is really handy. The top, the little hook here on the top of the lid, also you can move over to the side and then it will stay straight up so that you could grab that with a stick as well. So very well thought out, very nice pot, very high quality stainless steel. Then as far as the stove goes, there's nothing to it. You simply just pull it out of the stuff sack here, set it on a hard surface. You could even set it on the ground. It does have a heat plate on the bottom, so it's not going to scorch something you set it on. Then you just simply flip the top ring around and you're done. You load it with fuel and you light it on fire. It's a gasifier stove, so it draws in oxygen, so it not only gives you that primary burn up top here, but with these holes cut out here and that air being drawn in and forced up, you get that secondary burn as well. So what I really like about the Solo Stove and gasifiers in general is how efficiently they burn and how easy they are to get started. I just have some cedar bark and some birch bark in here. Just gonna get that going. And then we'll just feed some sticks in through the side port here. Now it takes a second for it to build up the heat and draw on the oxygen and get gasifying, but again, it's super simple. Simply just break up a bunch of sticks or any other combustible material, pine cones, whatever you got in your area, and just start popping them in. The Titan's nice because you can put longer sticks in, longer than you can with the original. This is about the length that you want though. Move this over to a little, just stick a little stick under there and make that a little sturdier on an uneven surface here. So we'll let that get gasifying and we'll get some food on the go. So I just have some vegetables in this pot, just have some potatoes and carrots. I'm going to get them going first. Just going to pour a little water in there. And another great thing about this Solo Stove is that it has not only the great lockable handle here, but it also has long side handles. Nothing worse than when they have too short of side handles. I'm just going to pop it up there. You can see how stable it is. I added a little stick down here to stabilize it out. But you can do larger pots on this because it's got the larger footprint, whereas not so much with the original Solo Stove. So I'll get this lid on here and get that steaming up. So you can very easily vary the temperature just by how much wood you load. And even if you forget for a while, the Solo Stove is very forgiving. And you can just load new wood up and it'll just continue to burn. So we can easily switch from pot to pan. And again, the larger footprint makes it super stable for the larger pots and pans. The pour spout not only works really well if you're making coffee, but if you're making noodles, or in my case vegetables or rice or something, you can simply just pour the excess water right out. And then again, the large handles come in really handy. All right, lunch is served. We have salmon and vegetables, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let the rest of this burn right down. Time for a taste test. Slamming. So if you let this go, it'll burn right down to nothing, making it very easy to clean up. But those embers stay in there quite a while, so you could just add more wood and continue cooking, which is awesome because a lot of stoves will go out the second you leave them unattended. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As you can see, no matter what size party you're cooking for, Solo Stove has a size for you, whether you go with the original Solo Stove, the Titan, or their larger model. They even, like I said, have that bonfire model on Kickstarter. You guys can check that out. I'm gonna leave some links below. Very capable stove, very solid. It's not gonna scorch the ground below because it basically has that built-in ash pan which efficiently cooks everything down to nothing. No cleanup, you just stow it right back into the stuff sack. So I really like that, and I also like that they make pots that are very functional, very well made pots that stow right with the stove itself. No moving parts, just one thing to flip around and you're off and cooking very, very efficiently. I loved my original Solo Stove, and I really like the Titan, especially when you have a few more people who are gonna eat. So again, I'm gonna leave some links below to Solo Stove's website. They sell their stoves at the same exact price. You can find them on Amazon and other stores, and they even include free shipping. So if you do wanna purchase one of these, please use the link below. That'll get you free shipping on a Solo Stove of your choice. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you leave me some comments below. Make sure you share this video to your friends and family on your social media. And as always, click that red subscribe button and subscribe for new videos weekly.